Yo, what's up, you absolutely beautiful gamers, and welcome along to episode number 5 of the Best Pro Clubs build. And today we're going to be focusing on a build that's been requested quite a few times in like PMs and underneath the videos on the comments, etc. And we're going to be focusing on the wide mid build, and in particular we'll be focusing on Z Dillon, quite a popular kid around the Pro Clubs community, especially the competitive scene, and very popular in VFL as well. I know that last year, when I'd been covering like some of the kind of World Cups and the tournaments, etc., that he was mentioned by Gringo quite a few times as well as one of the kids that was kind of standing out on the scene, like really insane stats and stuff on VFL. Really popular boy around the scene, very good player, well known, well respected. Doesn't really have a bad word to say about anybody, and just generally all round a nice kid. So it's quite pleasing for me to be able to like bring a video and feature a video on him today. As usual, the video is sponsored by UltimateFIFA.com. As I mentioned in previous videos, UltimateFIFA.com is run by Coley. It has been since 2010. He's a very popular figure around the scene as well. Coley's just another generally all-round nice guy. So please use the description below. You'll find the website. Also featured in the video is the VFL website. If you're looking to break out into the 11-man scene at all, or just get into 11-man in general, then VFL is an absolutely fantastic way to do it. It's been on the go since 2012 or something like that, and it's just basically quickly rose as the kind of premier site to basically visit. So yeah, I would definitely highly recommend it. Just getting into Z Dillon's build here. As you can see here, he's played 434 games, 718 goals, 426 assists, 56 man of the matches, and 7.4 average match rating. His overall build is 89, and sorry, his overall is 89, and his build is 5'7" and 101 pounds. He also has another build that he uses as well, which is 6 foot. It's basically the exact same, 101 pounds, and the traits are the exact same. So just getting into his traits here. Let's go in, and on the physical side of things, you can see that the whole entire left hand side here is all blanked out and none of it is used. On the right hand side he's using the whole entire lot, and this is obviously to get the second wind trait, because obviously he's playing wide mid. He's going to need that second wind, especially later on in the game, as his stamina kind of wears down. He doesn't have any defending on the dribbling. As you can see here, he's making sure he has the 5-star, and obviously he is a 5-star because he's what you call a very extremely skillful player. The only two things he doesn't have in there is the balance speciality, and obviously the flair trait. In the passing, he doesn't have anything either, which I thought was quite surprising. I thought that he would have some of the kind of crossing traits on and the cover traits on just to get better crossing, but when I actually thought about it, as somebody that's played with myself, I actually realised he's not somebody that crosses the ball a lot anyway, so it's not really anything that's needed. And his passing is usually like a lot of short layoff passing, etc. And he's more prominently known for being somebody that's skilled, so it makes a lot of sense. In the actual shooting, as you can see here, is quite a mix and match with the shooting. He has long shots on and shot power, and then the other two in this first kind of block he has finishing. In the second block, he has heading accuracy on just the first three, and then he has the finishing all the way down to the bottom. And then in the second block, in the third kind of window here, it has volleys, which obviously has on to get the weak foot speciality, which he's got at 4-star, and then he has all the pace traits on. For me, it's quite an interesting build because not a lot of people actually play creative forward builds in the wide mid area, especially last year. I mean, this year people still trying to find the kind of niche of builds and see what's the best builds, but last year right and left wing builds were kind of the best builds for everywhere. You could play them in DM, you could play them in wide mid, you could play them in centre back. But Dillon the whole of last year played the creative forward build. So again, he's went with that this year, and I'm not going to sit here and argue with somebody that's basically one of the best wide mids in the game by a margin. There's no many wide mids that stand out, but he's certainly one of them. Just going on to Dylan's actual career, when I spoke to him, obviously which I've done with every single person. Dylan has 6 11-man tournaments, and obviously this is a breakout last year. So 6 11-man tournaments last year. He won on the VFL. He's won 2 Premier Leagues and 2 Bundesligas and 1 La Liga, 2 Serie A's as well, and 2 French leagues. So that's he's not actually tallied it up for me. So he's broken it down into every single thing that he's won. He's also won six cups across the various leagues. He's won one Spanish Super Cup, 2 Community Shields, 1 German Super Cup, 2 French Super Cups. He's also won 3 UEFA Champions Leagues, 1 Ballon d'Or, 1 World Cup Golden Boot, 1 World Cup Golden Ball, and 1 Team of the Year, which is absolutely unreal, to be honest, for somebody that's just broken out over the last kind of year. His highest goal tally for a season is 29, with his highest assist tally is 21 over the season. I mean, that's pretty good stats as well for a wide midfielder. Although I do think sometimes he maybe occasionally plays striker, or occasionally play like cam, etc. I know that he does different things in VFL, but certainly somebody that's known as a kind of ram or a wide mid. Asking him about his build, he said that he plays 5'7", 99 pounds, 101 pounds in the video, in wide mid. Because he likes his player to be really quick, so that he can get behind the opposition. He looks to get in behind the left centre back or the left mid, left back all game. And being small allows him to be nimble on the ball. He's somebody that's known a lot for dribbling. He likes to do skills, etc. Somebody that's really good at Ultimate Team as well, which a lot of the guys that have been featuring in the videos are quite good at Ultimate Team, all kind of elite players and stuff. So obviously when they get into clubs, they know all the skill moves, they know the kind of best combinations and stuff to play. Going on to his other build as well, obviously he plays 6 foot, as I said. Exact same traits that you've seen on the screen. The only thing that he does is just moves the height to 6 foot, and the reason he does that is he likes to have an alternative build, is for an easy out ball, like if the goalkeeper's chipping it out or whatever. Sometimes he'll know that he's coming up against an opponent in a tournament, that maybe like this guy will play 5'10" or whatever, so he wants to just be that little bit marginally taller. Gives an option as well for if the left back or the left midfielder or whatever is going down the wing and they can like chip a ball in, and he's there at the back stick, obviously for like headers and layoffs. That's going to wrap up the video, guys, with Easy Dylan. Just want to ask you if you would subscribe. That would be absolutely fantastic. If you'd like the video, that would be brilliant. And obviously, if you want to see any particular balls or want to ask any questions, just stick a comment down below. Until next video, I shall catch you all later.